Hi guys, so excited to have you joining us. If you're watching the recording, just give me about 30 seconds. We're going to give people a second to jump on and then we're going to get started. Today, I am just simply going to share just a couple quick tips of how to do a clean eating lifestyle when you are busy. Because let's be honest, it is not something that seems super simple. And it is really overwhelming at first. At least it was to my family. And we have done a really good job. And I will tell you that we are not perfect at having a super healthy, clean eating lifestyle, but we try really hard and we're really determined to do it for not only for Brian and I, but for our whole entire family. So I just want to give you my top 7 tips to having a really healthy lifestyle. And those of you who are joining us may have seen a video that I did a couple months ago where Brian and I shared his weight loss journey and my weight loss journey. And that all happened because we simply switched the way we were eating. And so we've really stuck to that at least 80% of the time. Like I said, we're not perfect and there are still things that tempt me. But I want to just share with you my top 7 tips to clean eating. So, number 1, the first thing is that you have to figure out a simple, easy plan to follow. So there's a lot of different ways that you can do clean eating. I will tell you that some programs have like high protein, low carb. Some programs are just simply like get rid of the refined sugar, all the synthetic things. So you just really need to find a program and stick with it. And we're going to talk about why in a minute. But Arbonne's clean eating program is a quick 30 days reset for your body. And during that process, we teach you how to cut out allergens, dairy, soy, gluten. So you want to find a program, even if it's not Arbonne's, you want to find a program that fits what you're looking for in a clean eating program. So Arbonne has that, but there are a lot of books and education and things you can do to find what works for you and your family. So the first thing is to find a simple, easy to follow plan. The next thing is determination. You guys, this is like number 1. You have to be super, super determined to make this work for you and for your family. And I will tell you that if your family does it with you and buys into why you're doing it, and the results that they're going to see from eating clean, you will all be much more effective and much more successful in changing the way you eat. So it's all about determination. I will tell you that the hardest time for me is the evening. Those of you who watched my getting up early in the morning video saw that the evening is when I snack. The evening is when I want sweets. It is so hard for me to pack our lunches and not eat what I'm packing. So you have to be so determined. We don't do dairy in the clean eating that I do with Arbonne. So not eating those cheese slices that I'm putting into my baby's lunchbox is really hard. But that leads me to my next thing. Your tip number 3 is to get the temptations out of the house. I will tell you that if there is ice cream in my house, I will eat it. I will. And so will my husband. The temptation has to stop at the grocery store. We try so hard not to bring anything into our home that we are going to be tempted by. So it's not so much what you're eating, or what you're, having yourself focus on not eating as much as it is just not purchasing it and getting rid of it. This is another thing that you can have your kiddos help you do. Give them a list of things we're avoiding and a list of things we're adding more of, nutritious, green, vegetables, things like that, and have them go through the pantry and say yes or no, keep or throw away, keep or donate, whatever. But it just helps to clear your house of all of those temptations. Number 4, come up with a goal. Why do you want to do clean eating? Why is that something that's important to you? Why is it something that's becoming important to you? You want to come up with a goal and something that's measurable and a date of when you want to get there. So maybe you want to sleep better. Maybe you want to lose a bunch of weight. Maybe you want to lose some inches. Maybe you want increased energy. Maybe you simply just want to have better eating habits. Maybe you want to eat smaller portions. Whatever it is with your goal in eating in a more healthy way, you want to write it down and you want to know when you want to be there. And when you get there, reward yourself. Reward yourself and your family, not with food, because I know it's so easy on a Friday night to grab a pizza and ice cream. I'm telling you, I'm the worst at that. But reward yourself with something fun. You know, plan a family outing or something when everybody gets to 30 days of eating clean. Keep yourself motivated, right? Tip number 5 is plan meals and shop for the whole week. So this is where that busy thing comes in here. I do not have time. My husband and I used to run to the grocery store on the way home from work every day before we had kids, before we worked multiple jobs, things like that. We just don't have time to do that anymore. And so we plan our meals on the weekend. I just happen to shop on the weekend. You don't have to do it on the weekend, but we plan our meals for the entire week. We take our list and we only buy what's on the list. Number 1, that keeps temptation out. Number 2, you're busy, so you don't want to have to decide what's for dinner tonight. You already know that you have the ingredients there. I will tell you that you can find a ton of recipes that have similar ingredients. So things that I didn't used to keep in my home, like coconut oil, coconut milk, avocados. Those are things I never had, but I know now that they're in a ton of clean eating recipes, so now I have them. So it might be a little bit expensive in your first month or two to kind of collect the things you need to do a clean eating program, but after that, you'll start to have the things you need, and you'll know what you need. The other thing is buy common ingredients when they're on sale. So if you're doing a clean eating program, we happen to limit our pork and beef. We eat a lot of chicken, a lot of high protein like beans, things like that. So when chicken's on sale and it's the kind of the clean chicken that I love, we buy a ton of it and we stock our freezer with it. So that's something to keep in mind again when you're busy. Like now I know that I have 20 packs of chicken in our freezer. And so if we're making 2 or 3 chicken dishes throughout the week, I know I don't have to put that on my list. And plan some time to find some really awesome recipes. Save them in a certain place on your phone or your computer, or save them in a binder at home. That's a really cool thing that with Arbonne's 30 Days to Healthy Living, we give you a ton of recipes. And each month you do it, there's different recipes. And so I've collected a nice stack of really healthy recipes. So when I'm sitting there on a Saturday night getting ready for my Sunday shopping list, or whatever, and I'm like, okay, we need 6 meals this week, and I flip through and I'm like, oh, we haven't done that one in a while. Oh, we haven't done that in a while. So keeping a list together of just healthy meals, so those are your only choices, in one place just makes your meal planning so much easier. Number 6 is making things convenient. So pre-cut your veggies and fruits. I'm telling you, you go to the cabinet and you end up eating junk because things aren't there and ready. You don't want to take the time to cut up that cucumber and do hummus. You want to just grab the chips that are there. So pre-cut your veggies and your fruits. Wash them, cut them. Pre-pack your lunches and your breakfasts. I will tell you that in our house, it's 8:30 and all 3 of our lunches are already packed for tomorrow, because then it doesn't make last minute grab whatever you can unhealthy decisions. Same with breakfast. We have smoothies in the morning, but I actually packed overnight oats. If you guys don't know what that is, keep an eye out to my live videos because I'm going to show you how I make my overnight oats. But those are already ready for breakfast tomorrow. So I'm on to a really healthy start of my day before I even get started. Pre-package your portions. So if you know you're somebody who will eat too much, then just pack your portions already in a healthy, easy to grab portion size. The next thing is have healthy snacks available. So we like to make protein bars, protein balls. We have tons of recipes for those. Veggies, like I said, hummus. There's a lot. We found a couple chips and organic salsa. The chips are made from beans. That's a really fun snack to mix it up. You want to have really healthy snacks available so it's quick and easy to grab and go. If you are somebody who doesn't yet do meal replacement shakes, I'm telling you, they're a lifesaver. You do not have to use Arbonne's, though there are lots of reasons why I would use Arbonne's. You need a quick meal replacement if you want to eat really healthy and clean, because there are some days where you just do not have time. You don't have time, and it's going to be the choice of running to Subway or grabbing your shake on the way out the door, and grabbing the shake is always the better answer. So find a really good quality vegan, preferably protein that you love the taste of, and keep that handy for quick and easy meals. And then the last part of that one is crock pots and instant pots. You guys, if you don't use these, they are lifesavers. We have an instant pot recipe about, especially in the winter, about at least once a week, maybe twice, and then sometimes even we throw in a crock pot recipe in there as well. Brian right now has already created our crock pot meal for tomorrow night. It's in the fridge. All we have to do is pop it out, put it on, and tomorrow morning, and dinner is ready for us when we come home. So you can make those ahead of time, freeze them. A lot of people use the convenient like meal delivery services like HelloFresh and Blue Apron, things like that. I just started looking into that, so when I get some more information on those services, I will definitely pop on here and give you a live about that. And then the last tip, number 7, is find a really good place to educate yourself on what you want to get out of a clean eating program. So if you want to do Arbonne's 30 days, and it is a phenomenal program, it is packed full of education. It's a Facebook group just packed full of daily tips, education, reasons why, things like that. But there are tons, if you don't want to do Arbonne's, there are tons of people on Instagram that you can follow that have a really healthy lifestyle that want to share about it. There's tons of blogs out there. You can find health coaches. You can find websites that walk you through a really good healthy program. And I think it's just so important for you to have a really good place for the education, so you know, because you guys, I'm still learning. I'm still learning what's on our avoid list and what's on our add more of these to your diet list, because things change and research changes. And so you need to find a good place to go to ask those questions, keep yourself on the right track, and know a little bit more why the program is choosing to eliminate or to add certain foods. So education is a key, because it's going to keep you determined to help your family make a better choice about eating clean and healthy. So that's all we have today. Those are our 7 tips. Go ahead and comment below if you get a chance to watch this video on what you think would be the biggest hurdle for your family in eating clean. And I will try to give you as many suggestions as I can. Like I said, I am not a pro, but we've had a good run of being really conscious about what we're eating, and I can at least guide you with what all the knowledge I've gotten from doing the Arbonne program. So I hope you guys have an awesome night. I look forward to chatting with you soon.